Okay, so we are about to play the first game that I call AC 3BO. AC is for Association Croquet. 3BO stands for 3-ball opening. The goal of this game is to create a situation where one player has the possibility of winning by completing a double peel with just 3 balls, whereas the other team has the possibility of winning with a quadruple peel of 4 balls. In my mind, I believe there's sort of a balance between the two. Ask good players which they'd rather have, and they're not sure, which is just the way I want it. In order to create that situation, the game starts off with a period that involves just 3 balls. In particular, blue enters, blue or black, but we'll say blue enters. Red or yellow, we'll say red enters. And then black has a choice. If black comes in, then yellow must stay out. If black stays out, then yellow must come in. So black is the kingmaker here. He decides whether blue and black are the 2-ball team or blue and black are the 1-ball team. The 2-ball team will have the possibility of completing the double peel with just 3 balls. Their lift hoop is a single one, penult. The 1-ball team, in this case red and yellow, although yellow is the ball kept out, the BKO as I call it, will have 2 lift hoops, 3 back and penult. When yellow finally comes in, and I will explain how in a second, then the former 1-ball team, now with all 4 balls on the lawn, can win by running a quadruple peel. Their peeling hoops are 3 back and penult. During the period of 3-ball play, I made some modifications to both expedite play and ensure that this is a different form of 3-ball play than would occur in traditional AC. In traditional AC, there's 3-ball play when the 3rd ball enters, and there can be 3-ball play at the very end of a game where a ball has been pegged out. In that case, you see the 2-ball team sneaking up on hoops over multiple turns, finally making it, and then going to the next one. That is not what we wanted here. So to discourage that, the 2-ball team in this game has to make a hoop each turn, or else the 1-ball team gets a lift to balk. In order to also facilitate play, balls are marked in 1 or 4 yards during the period of 3-ball play at the option of striker. So a ball was rushed out, let's say. It is immediately marked in 1, but it can be remarked to 4 yards. So there are also large corners, which are 4 by 4 yards. Let's see what else you need to know to start. Oh, yes. How does the ball kept out get in the game? And that's, of course, the key strategic component of this. There is what I call the trigger hoop, which is 2 back. Until a ball, as striker, makes 2 back, yellow cannot enter the game. Importantly, if blue were to peel black at 2 back, that does not trigger the entry of the ball kept out. So the possibility of peels become important to this game. Once that hoop is made by either team, so the 1-ball team himself making the trigger hoop, yellow can come in on the next turn. If blue or black were to make it as striker, then yellow can come in on the next turn. So I think that gives you enough for us to get started. The one thing that I'll also note is that once the 4th ball is in the game, everything returns to standard AC rules, 1 yard line instead of 4 yard lines. The only thing that stays constant is that the lift hoops remain the way they are. Now, fine, I do need to make one more point, sorry. During the period of 3-ball play, the penalty for running a lift hoop is a lift to position. Okay? So you are very much discouraged from running lift hoops during the period of 3-ball play. Once the 4th ball, the BKO, enters, then the lift hoops remain 3 back and penalt for what was the former 1-ball team, but it's the normal penalties of balk and contact for running them. Okay, with that, I will keep you updated, and we will start the game. Gentlemen, assume your positions, please. If you notice out on the court, if you'll span the court for us, Rick, there are double flags, double blue, double red, double black, and double yellow. Those are at 4 yards to help facilitate identification of the 4-yard line. So Steve has won the toss. We have all 4 clips, guys? Okay. Matthew's kindly putting all 4 clips. Steven can come in from anywhere on A or B. He can even make hoop 1 if he wants to from the 4-yard line, which would mean a 9-foot shot. But typically, he'll shoot toward the center. Okay. It is now red to play. Red could make the hoop, and then could run a 2-ball break if he wants. But instead, he's going to b-balk. And I guess he may shoot at blue. Sorry. We'll see. He can mark it in 1 or 4 yards. And he misses. Okay. Red is marked in 1. And then Steve has the option of marking it in 4. So Steven is blue and black. The question is, are blue and black going to be the 1-ball team or the 2-ball team? Okay. Steven, are you bringing black in? Yeah, of course. Okay. So Steven has decided to bring black in. He remarks red to 4. And he can mark black anywhere along the... Hey, Steven, you could also go further west and 4 yards. Up to you, right? Go for it. Just making sure you know the rules. All right. So, Steven has decided to be the 2-ball team. Therefore, red is the 1-ball team, and yellow... That would have been interesting. Yellow must stay out until the trigger hoop 2-back is made. Also, as the 2-ball team, if Steve does not make a hoop, is unable to rush blue to 1 and score, then red will get a lift to balk. So running a 3-ball break under this 4-yard marking condition is not particularly difficult. That was intentional. This is not focusing so much on running a 3-ball break as it is getting in position to try peels with just 3 balls. So I would be quite surprised if Steve can't get this around as far as he can go. But he has a choice when he gets to 2-back of whether to make it or not. And we'll discuss that when he gets there. So hoop 1 is made. Almost a tough spot for blue. Nice roll shot. Sending blue to 3, going to red at 2. So hoop 2. If Steve had made the hoop rushing out, he could mark it in 1 or 4. So red will go to be pioneer at 4. Steve will go to blue at 3. Nice shot. Okay, 3's made. Blue to 5, black to red. A standard 3-ball break, but it's fun to watch good players run it. That'll do. Ooh. Blue's a little bit inconvenient, but not bad. Looks like Steve's got a problem making the hoop. So red will take over as a single ball. Blue and black here is striker, made some hoops. So red... No, he gets no lift because you made hoops. So Steven has wired black from red. And it's Matthew's turn to play. From both balls, yes you do. Lift a balk. So Matthew asked me, does he get a lift if he's wired from both? Just a balk, though? Yes, just a balk, just like association. Four yards if you want, Matthew. Matthew wants to shoot at black, so we can send the pioneer and use blue to make 1. Shot. So black to 3. Now, the goal of the one-ball team, in this case red, is to get his partner yellow into the game. Because he can't win unless he pegs out both balls. This is not a timed game. Lovely shot. And as always, 1 or 4. Yes. All right, hoop 1 done. So Matthew can go as far as 3 back. He cannot make the lift hoop, which is 2 back, and his first. I'm sorry, he can't make the trigger hoop, which is 2 back, and his first lift hoop in the same turn. But by making hoop 8, if he does, he can set up to bring in yellow and potentially run a quad. To finish. So hoop 2's made. Black to pioneer position at 4, red rushing blue to 3. So one leave that red can think about is to crosswire at 7 after making hoop 8. There are others, but that's the one I showed them. Alright, black to 6, going to blue. Then we'll get to see what Matthew does in a couple hoops. Blue to 7 now, going to black. If he's going to crosswire, he'll send black to 8, make 7 with blue, come down to 8, and then send black back up. Okay. Black to 8, going to blue. Remember, hoop 8 is the trigger hoop. So if red can make hoop 8, he then can bring in yellow on any subsequent red-yellow turn. Okay. Looks like he's trying the crosswire. Good shot. So we'd like to leave black close to the hoop so we can rush it back to complete the crossfire. One or four, Matthew. Now, when yellow comes in, he'll be for 1. If Matthew brings him in, if he gets the chance to bring him in. So in setting this leave, Matthew needs to take the possibility of bringing yellow into the game into consideration. Okay. Checks the crosswire. And shoots out. So good turn. Made 8 hoops. Red's clip will be on 3 back. The first of his 2. You choose one. He gets to decide. If he thinks a shot is easier at 4, he can move you in 4.
What?
You're on, Steve.
Oh yeah, let's see what I got. I haven't opened it yet. I'll wait till the end of the game.
Okay, we're starting again. It's Steven to play. Steven, if you recall, black is on 4, blue is on 1. Steven is still the 2-ball team, although Matthew has made hoop 8, which allows red to come in at any time. Steven, you can move red in 4 if you want.
I'll do it for you.
All right. Steven is shooting at red. And misses. It is red and yellow to play. They have the option, but not the requirement, to bring in yellow. If they bring in yellow, the purpose would be to run a quad and finish. Put it 1 for now, let him come out and decide. So this is the last time, if he brings in yellow, that balls can be marked in 4. But you have to do this before you play in yellow. You have to move blue before you play in yellow. You do not have to move blue at all. Okay, so Matthews decided to bring in yellow. Okay, he marked him in 1 yard. He could have marked both blue and he in 4, but now we revert to AC rules. There is no more 4-yard line. Stephen?
Yes.
Do you mind gathering the flags, please? Just take them all off if you don't mind. So let's see how Matthew runs a quad. So remember, red is for 3-back, Matthews for 1. Matthew set blues in escape bowl, probably because he doesn't like black. Okay, here comes the first peel attempt. That's doable. Going to blue. Great peel. Rushes blue out. Matthew, only 1 yard this now from now on. We've returned to AC mark-in rules. So blue to 3 going to black, I think. Yep. Good shot. So he rushes black over here. That's going to be the pioneer for 4. But he'd like to rush red up to 4-back. And the smart thing to do would be to try to do it as a back peel. Does he have a rush on red? Can he get to red? I don't think he can get to red. He's going to try to shoot to blue through the hoop. Okay, turn over. So Stephen comes out now with only a double peel requirement to finish. Black is for 4. Red is right there. I believe black will make the hoop. And then go get yellow and blue Okay, Steven comes out after Matthew was unable to... Huh? This is association now. No change. You just have to complete a double peel to finish, right? If you choose to stop. So Steven has lots of choices. He can run black as far as penult and set for blue without giving a leave to red and yellow. Or Steven could go to the peg and give them balk and have no peels to finish, just a run with blue. I think Steven will stop before penult. Red to 5. As Steven... I'm sorry. Red to 6. As Steven goes to yellow. And then blue to 5. He could... Well, I don't see an advantage. Let's see what he does. Yep, he's getting a rush. He hopes on blue to 5. Here it comes. Okay, yeah. Steven is for 5. We just missed the filming of his croquet shot, which is fine. Sending blue toward the peg and getting position at 5. And Steven stuffs 5. So we'll pause until Matthew comes back. Okay, so Matthew comes on the lawn after a bit of sloppy play by Steven. He's going to play yellow, who's for 3. Still needs to complete a triple, starting from hoop 3. He has a nice pioneer at 5. The question is, can he send red to 4 back, going to blue? Actually to black, I think, is what he'd like to do. And then a little long. Now he needs to make hoop 3. Gets black. Ooh, a little long on blue. But still should be rushable to hoop 3. Yeah, no problem for Matthew. Okay. Makes hoop 3 and goes to red. Puts red back up in peel position. Going to blue. He could leave blue there or go to black to make 4 and then come back up for the peel and stay on time. Let's see what he does. Or he could just simply rush blue to 4 and go to a delayed, which I think is his modus operandi. Makes 2-4. Blue will be the escape to 6. Inching to see if he bothers to adjust red. I think he should. Yep. Blue to the escape. Yellow goes to red. Puts red in better peel position. Takes off to black. It's black. Makes 5. Black to 7. And goes and does the peel. And escapes with blue to 6. And we are in a standard delayed triple. Here comes the peel. Gets it. Great rush on blue now to 6. Okay. I believe he'll send blue to 8 going to red. Or as I like to phrase it, he'll start blue on his path to 8 while going to red. And rush red over. Could try the peel. The angle is not quite right to peel going to black. He may do it anyway. Let's see. He's going to give it a little bit of a go. And gets it. Great peel. croquet. It's going to go to red, sending black not all the way to 9, but good position to attempt the peel. So Matthew will send red to rover while maintaining, or toward rover, maintaining his rush on blue to 8. Nice little stop shot. We actually tried to peel it. A little bit greedy. I think Matthew will send blue to 10, going to red. Try to rush red to peel position, going to black. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow. Rushes red to peel position, peels going to black. Blue's in perfect position. Couldn't be better. Gets the peel. Goes to black. Hoop 9 is done. He's going to go bring red into the game. Dead center hit. Red to a pivot position, I would have thought. Oh, he's actually sending red to 11. Why not? Great shot. Goes to black. It's a good tutorial on triples. The rest, as they say, should be routine. Blue to 12. Yep, no bother with black this time. Mix penalty with red, sends red toward the peg, gets the rush on black to blue. Makes Rover. Goes back and pegs out. Blue to black to red. And game over. Yep. Nice game.